Valley Sports San Diego, the heart of the fan.
Chris Sale, who looked like the Chris Sale of 2018, helped silence the Padres' bats again as the Red Sox take Game 2, 4-2. We play day baseball from San Diego. Today's game is presented by Nissan. It's Game 3 of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the San Diego Padres. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. Well, the Padres last night with 2 solo home runs as Soto and Tatis both went deep. However, there's been a lot of solo home runs lately, unfortunately, for the Padres, who have now lost 11 of their last 13.
Yeah, if you're an opposing pitcher, if you're going to give up a home run, the solo shot is the way to go. And for the Padres, here's the bottom line. You need to get a few guys on. Who loves the 2-run shot, the 3-run shot? How about a grand slam every now and then? Last 13 games, you see the record, and then the average of runners in scoring position, but then you break it down to the solo home run, total home runs in the previous 11. Not good for San Diego. Donnie, draw a walk, get a base hit, hit the 2-run shot or 3-run shot. That's exactly what the Padres need to salvage Game 3 of this series.
Well, today taking the baseball for the Friars is Michael Wacha. He is fresh off his no-hit bid against the Kansas City Royals.
And I think with the stuff that Michael Wacha displayed against the Kansas City Royals, he could have played against anybody and done well with some really good numbers. Against the Royals, 7 frames, only 1 hit. Took that no-hitter into the 8th, as Donnie mentioned. 11 strikeouts. That's a career high. He had the changeup working. Speaking of the changeup, 36% of his pitches were changeups. He needs to continue that to win Game 3 of the series. We're about to get baseball going downtown. Over to you, Don Orsillo.
Well, it is a beautiful day downtown today as the Padres are in their camo unis on this military Sunday as we get ready for the finale of not only the series, but the homestand as we check out the beautiful conditions today in San Diego. It's time now for our weather report brought to you by HES Solar. 67 degrees, 10 miles per hour of the breeze from the west-northwest. And partly cloudy, or mostly cloudy, is what the forecast is called for. And there are some clouds hanging around, but mostly sunny at the moment here at Petco Park as the Padres are about to take the field here in the finale of the homestand. And very much in need of a victory, trying to salvage the final game of this 3-game series. And it would be a good way to finish off the homestand before heading out on what is going to be a very lengthy trip, a 3-city tour coming up that begins in Washington. The Padres will also spend time in New York and in Miami on this long road trip coming up.
I've always felt no matter how well the team is playing or poorly they're playing, in this case with the Padres kind of struggling right now, even if you're playing well, to travel east from the West Coast in 11 games or 11-day road trip, it's tough for anybody. So, yes, it'll be a big test, but first things first, time to win a ball game on a military Sunday downtown.
Well, it's time now for our military take the field presented by USAA. Today we welcome 9 volunteers and deck plate staffers from 9 different San Diego military and veteran charities. And a part of a great tradition here at Petco Park every Sunday during the regular season is a military Sunday. And the Padres signing baseballs, taking pictures as they take the field on this beautiful day in San Diego.
And the smiles tell you the whole story. And once again, thank you to all the men and women serving in the military.
Well, the Red Sox have taken the first 2 games for Alex Cora as we check out the Red Sox lineup brought to you by Appliance Alley. Alex Verdugo leading it off in right. Masataka Yoshida is the DH with Tristan Casas at first base. Rafael Devers has had a big series and season at third base. Jaron Duran's in center. Raimel Tapia, the former Rocky, in left. Kike Hernandez at shortstop with Emmanuel Valdez at a big 3-run shot last night. And Reese McGuire catches the day game after the night game. While the Friars have Michael Wacha on the mound today.
Well, they need Michael Wacha with his best stuff, and he did that last time against the Royals. In fact, last 3 starts, 19 innings, only 6 hits, 1 run, 18 strikeouts, and overall, right here, making his 9th start, ERA over 4. Opponent's only hitting .229 off the veteran right-hander Michael Wacha.
Let's check out the defense behind him, the players on the field, presented by the Players Club at Valley View Casino. Left to right across the outfield, it is Soto, Grisham, and Tatis Jr. Third to first in the infield, it is Kim Bogarts, Odor, and Cronenworth, with Sullivan doing the catching for Wacha. Let's take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
We're going to focus on Michael Wacha, the last outing against the Royals. He had 11 strikeouts, 5 on the changeup. That was really, really good. The four-seamer, yes, he'll throw it up in the zone. The sinker was working, and he just mixed in a curveball there, the old number 2 to get a strikeout. So, Game 3 from downtown San Diego about to start. Red Sox Padres stepping up to the plate for the Red Sox. Leading it off will be Alex Verdugo. Stepping up to the mic is the voice of the San Diego Padres. The play-by-play, here's Don Orsillo. Donnie?
Thanks very much, Mudley. Here we go. Game 3 of the 3-game series between the Padres and the Red Sox. The finale of the homestand. As Alex Verdugo steps in on the left side, Michael Wacha, the former member of the Red Sox, ready to work here today against his former team. And the first pitch is foul down the third base line. We are underway. So Verdugo jumping on that first pitch that he sees. Off to a 3-0-3 start on the year with 5 home runs and 19 runs batted in. The Padres have lost 9 of their last 10 games, scoring just 24 runs during that span and hitting at 111 with runners in scoring position. That's been a big key as Verdugo gets tied up on that swing. 0-2.
Let's see how quickly this afternoon that Michael Wacha, if he does get ahead, can put away these Red Sox hitters. Kind of looked like he wanted to change his mind in the middle there, and then already committed in that swing.
And Wacha facing the Red Sox for the first time since leaving. Signed the 4-year deal, $26 million with the Padres in February. He had a great year for Boston last year, 11-2, 3.32 ERA in 23 starts for Boston. And fresh off that great outing against Kansas City. Took the no-hitter into the 8th in his last start, and a look at what the last 3 years has looked like for him in a Mets, Rays, and Red Sox uniform.
Yeah, looking like he's reinventing himself, right? Learning how to pitch more, off-speed stuff.
Sky to center where Grisham moves over and handles out number 1. So Verdugo is retired. And that'll bring up Masataka Yoshida. Yoshida, the DH, batting in the 2 spot. 8th inning last start. Wacha gave up a hit, gave up a single to lead off the 8th before he got pulled. It was a season high 103 pitches. A 4-0 win over Kansas City, as it turned out. Popped up foul off to the right and out of play. When Padres pitchers canine, your canine or feline wins. Petco Vital Care members can visit participating Petco locations the next day to score a free 6-ounce wholehearted treat with an eligible purchase. Yoshida is one of 8 lefties in the Red Sox lineup today. And they have loaded it up today with lefties, as Alex Cora facing a guy he knows a little bit about, Michael Wacha. So you kind of got to wonder what he knows about having left-handers facing him.
Well, one thing is for sure, with that changeup and off-speed stuff, the changeup's going to go down and away. Let's see if the Red Sox try to go the opposite way today on that off-speed stuff. And here's keep a note on Wacha. The 92-mile-an-hour fastball, he has to pitch inside, as you see the defense against Yoshida.
A 1-2 pitch, and Yoshida takes it, and it's inside.
There's that fastball I was just talking about. Even though you just throw 92, 93, you still have to establish that in, so you can work away.
Wacha thought he had strike 3, but a full count instead. Wacha's allowed just 1 run over the last 19 innings in 3 May starts. Fly ball down the right field line. He was out ahead, and that one goes foul. Enter the Saquon Scouting Report sweepstakes by replying to today's Saquon Scouting Report with more or less using the hashtag Saquon Scout. If you think the Padres and Red Sox combined to hit 3 or more home runs in today's game, reply more. If you think they'll hit 2 or fewer homers, reply less. A 3-2 again, and it's fouled off again.
Well, Donnie, when you look at the splits against Waka this season, righties are only hitting 219. Lefties, as you mentioned, there's a lot in the lineup today. 8 out of 9, 246 against Waka. Still not bad for Michael facing the lefties.
Whoa. Inside almost hit him, and that is ball 4. So Yoshida works a lengthy plate appearance and works it into a walk. So an 8-pitch. Base on balls here. Tristan Casas now coming up for the Red Sox. He's been batting out of the 3 spot. Another start at first base for Casas.
Ooh, nice yacker. Tell you what, you establish that pitch for strike 1, it does wonders for the at-bat. Hitter knows you can land it for a strike, maybe 2 strikes, then you bounce it. You see it, you got to protect. Next thing you know, you get a punch out.
Well, about to hit the 3 through 5 hitters of this Red Sox lineup. Last night, they were 0 for 11. Casas, Devers, and Duran. But still able to come away with a victory.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and that one really fooled him. It's 0-2, and a changeup right there.
That's the high changeup. That's the beauty of the changeup because there's a lot of separation between the fastball. It's 92 fastball. That was 81 changeup. So even if you leave it up and out a little bit to the lefty, yeah, you'll get those swings and misses.
1 out, Yoshida at first, and Casas taking his timeout. Padres middle infield at double play depth. Swing and a miss, and Walker records his first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 down.
Beautiful sequence right there. 4-seam fastball, 93, but look at where it's at. It's in. It looked like he wanted it away. Sullivan was set up away, but that'll do just fine. Tied him up. Couldn't get his hands there. Couldn't get the bat to it for the punch out.
2 down in the first inning. Yoshida still at first, and here's Rafael Devers. Had 2 home runs in the first game of the series. And lifts a pop-up into shallow right. Odor out, Tatis in. And it'll be Tatis who makes the catch on the short lawn and right. Red Sox don't score. Padres are coming up. As we check out the starting 9 today for the Padres. Tatis will lead it off with Cronenworth at first base, Bogarts at short, Soto's in left, Carpenter in there's the DH today with Kim at third, Odor at second base, Grisham back in center after 2 games off, and Sullivan does the catching and bats 9th. Corey Kluber, the veteran, on the mound today for Boston.
37 years young, making his 9th start, and has been getting knocked around a little bit. Bad location, 15 walks in 39 innings. 33 strikeouts, 2-time Cy Young Award winner, Corey Kluber.
2-5 so far, and it has been a tough go in a Red Sox uniform for Kluber. As Tatis will take a pitch away, and it's 2-0. Fernando with 7 home runs now after hitting one here last night. He's homered in each of the first 2 games of the series. 3 for 8 with a pair of solo shots. And that's really been the problem. We kind of highlighted it off the top in the open. That, the Padres are getting home runs, but they're all solo shots. Just can't get extra guys on to bring in more runs.
Yeah, and it's a case also. It's not just the 2 guys like Soto and Fernando that we highlighted hitting home runs, but multiple players who can hit home runs. Just draw a walk, get sawed off, infield single. Duck snort to the opposite field. Some way, shape, or form to get multiple base runners to hit a home run.
Ball 4, leadoff walk, starts the bottom of the first inning. Let's check out what he features.
Well, Corey Kluber, the sinker, the curveball, the cutter, and the changeup, the 4-seamer. What's the constant theme right there? A lot of those pitches are in the zone. You look at the batting averages, 395 on the sinker, 278 on the cutter. He's really got to be careful and hit his corners and change speeds to keep him off balance.
Something is up with PitchCom here for Kluber. So the umpire from second base, Stu Sherwater, coming in. So Tatis getting on. That is just the fourth leadoff hitter to reach base in the series for the Padres. In 5 innings through 105 pitches in those 5 innings, and the game the Cardinals down the Red Sox 9-1. Kluber's already allowed 11 home runs in 39 1/3 innings pitched this season, including 2 in his last start. If you're thinking about home runs, which the Padres have been doing a fair amount of, Kluber has allowed at least 1 in 9 straight starts.
Yeah, so that's a good sign for San Diego. The thing is, they got to get on the fastball. Kluber, down a few ticks as far as velocity. I mean, he's had one heck of a career. His number is really, really good. I'm seeing already early that he's really trying to spin some pitches up there and kind of like nibble a little bit. I mean, Corey Kluber, he's won 115 games in his career, only 76 losses. Career ERA of 3.39. That's a heck of a big league career.
Grounded back to him on the backhand. He knocks it down, but has no play anywhere. If he fields it cleanly, he may have a shot for DP. Instead, it's first and second and nobody out.
This has the makings of an inning where the Padres can potentially not only not hit a solo shot, but a 2-run, 3-run shot. So stay tuned. Catchable ball, yes. Couldn't squeeze it. Padres got something going to get on the board early.
It is an error charged to Kluber. So the walk and the miscue have runners at first and second with nobody out. And here comes Xander. .262 to start the day. 6 homers, 16 runs batted in. 770 OPS for 45 games in a Padres uniform. Now goes McGuire, the catcher. So important for the Padres to take advantage of some of these opportunities early against Kluber. The walk and the error here in the first, providing them with a chance to do some real damage right out of the gate. Going to set the tone today.
Yeah, we've seen errors. We've seen walks, but not the big blow to get on the board early.
Xander's looking for his first hit of the series. He's 0 for 8 against his former team. A little bit low. 2-0. The Red Sox have won 11 of 17 games in May, tied with the Astros and Rangers for the third best record in the majors this month. Dodgers and Yankees have been better. Dodgers are 13-5 in the month of May. And unfortunately, with the Padres losing games and the Dodgers winning a lot in May, 13 times, the separation between the two has gotten large. Two-1 to Xander. That's ball 3.
Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to think that the Padres, they need to go on a run. And I know a lot of people are shocked. I'm not a rocket scientist. Donnie, is that going to shock you?
I had no idea. Yeah. I thought for sure you.
Padres, they need to go on a run, like win 15 out of 20, whatever.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled on that pitch. It was a changeup, and he thought it was a fastball. Full count.
This will tell us a lot, this next pitch. 3-2, 2 runners on. What type of pitch Kluber will toss up there? Will he try to locate a fastball or try to spin one?
Ball 4. Bases loaded. Well, it's time for the Callaway long ball. Juan Soto got his first home run on this day. And it was off Robbie Erlin. That was back in 2018 against the Padres. 422 feet away, 106.8, and 26 degrees on the launch angle.
Off our guy, Robbie Erlin.
Robbie Erlin, our good friend.
What a good egg he was.
He was great.
Love Robbie Erlin. Little left-hander.
Oh, what an opportunity here with the bases filled with Friars.
Donnie, something's got to happen here. Damage has got to happen right here.
Tatis at third, Cronenworth at second, Bogarts at first. And here's Juan Soto. Strike one. No fastball, starts him with a curveball.
By the way, that 3-2 pitch to Xander was a fastball. He tried to go down and away and missed big time. First pitch breaker there.
Ball one. Another curveball back to back to start off Soto. Well, the runner on third and fewer than 2 outs. The runner has scored 38% of the time. That is last in the majors for the Padres. Just cannot get that timely hit. Popped up. Shallow left. It's Hernandez, the shortstop, who makes the catch. Infield fly rule in effect. One down. If Kluber gets out of this with no runs allowed, boy, that will be very difficult to swallow.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing. What's the last thing you want to think, but it's really hard not to think of it. Here we go again, right?
Yeah. Been here, done this.
Yes. Hopefully something right here can make us all forget about that.
Think about the Royals series in which they had the bases loaded a number of times and just couldn't come up with a big hit. Let's see what Matt Carpenter can do. Yes, he takes ball one. 207 the average coming in. 3 homers, 18 runs batted in his first 34 games. In a platoon with Nelson Cruz as the DH, pretty much on a daily basis. Let's take a look at the Hyundai keys to the game.
All right, on this Sunday downtown, Padres need a win. Crush Kluber. Well, that would be key. And then walk a win day. Michael's been throwing the ball extremely well. Let's get him some support. Have a laugher today.
1-1. By him, and it's 1-2. That was a curveball. There's a lot of curveballs from Kluber early on. Certainly not as many fastballs as he used to seeing from Corey Kluber of the past.
Nope. Tells you a lot about some guys they don't want to throw the fastball because it might get crushed, and we showed you those numbers.
Fouled off to the left, and it hangs at 1-2. Another big crowd on hand here today. Looks like yet another sellout. Last night the Padres in Petco Park enjoyed their 16th such sellout of the year. Day baseball in San Diego doesn't get better than this.
Oh, believe it. What would be better is an extra base hit right here.
2-2. This is upstairs.
And with the way the defense is playing, Devers way off the bag of third. Fernando was just literally halfway down the line as he scampers back to
dancing
third base.
Around.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he could have scored. He got so far down there. I mean, Kluber wasn't paying any attention to him. Ball 3. And you know Fernando wants to get in here. I mean, he is just dying to score. Bases filled with Friars. One down in the first inning. Three-two pitch. Ball 40, walks in a run. Padres will take a 1-0 lead. Third walk of this first inning allowed by Kluber. high for Carpenter on the walk. Got a run without a benefit of a hit in this inning. And 3 walks and an error. This is the Padres' first lead in the last 36 innings. The last lead was at the end of their 5-4 win over the Royals on Monday night. It's Sunday.
And hopefully that Sunday turns into run day, fun day. Oh, yeah.
You don't get that stuff everywhere.
No.
This is Padres baseball on Valley Sports San Diego.
Hey, this might be a good matchup for HSK against Kluber. A lot of breaking stuff in the zone. Watch out.
Pickoff play at second and back safely is Bogarts. Cheating in was Valdez. Cronenworth at third, Bogarts at second, Carpenter at first, still just 1 out in the inning. Song Kim bats out of the number 6 spot today. He's been batting second. Shows bunt and fouls it back to the screen. Score a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run. Kim had been batting second. And taking over at third base defensively with Manny Machado on the IL.
Hanging breaking ball in the zone right here. Ha-Sung Kim can hit a grand slam if he gets one.
Takes the strike instead, and it's 1-2.
He loves that hanging breaking ball. That was a sinker at 88.
Bases filled with Friars. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Kim strikes out. It was a changeup. And the first strikeout for Corey Kluber is out number 2 of the first inning.
There's the grip. It's up and in, and Kim cannot lay off. Wow. That's when you got to lay off right there. Ended up way out of the zone.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Rougned Odor now. He's had a lot of success against Kluber, has Odor. He is 10 for 22 at .455 against Kluber with 3 home runs in his career against Kluber. And fouled the first one off of Reese McGuire, the catcher. Red Sox have been scoring a ton of runs lately for their starters, too. 31 runs in 42 hits during a 4-game winning streak. 31 runs in 4 games. 2 against the Mariners. First 2 of this series against the Padres. Kind of surrounded the plate, but not a strike. 1-1. Second pitch of the inning coming up. Reaches out, pokes it foul. A lot of changeups, a lot of curveballs. That was a change.
Yep. The 5 changeups, 9 cutters, 6 curveballs. He's just trying to mix it up, Don, and throw a sinker in there just to change it up a little bit and hit his spots.
Odor will take a pitch in the dirt. And that was a curveball. Cooper can get out of this inning with just the 1 run. Boy, that would be something. But the Padres really need a hit right here. The 2-2 pitch is going to be up top. A full count again with the bases loaded. And it's time to party. 3-2 with 2 down. Everybody on the move. Odor fouls it back. We'll do it again.
Good pitch to Hackett. Outer third to the lefty Odor. That was a curveball. 3-2 when it's time to party. I'm gonna party with you, Cowboy.
Odor, the 7th member of the Padres to bat here in the first inning. Bases filled with Friars. The payoff pitch. Odor lines it to right field. That'll get in. To the corner it goes. Cronenworth will score. Bogarts will score. Carpenter's coming around. Throw the plate is late. They clear the bases and take a 4-0 lead. Rougned Odor comes up big.
Why did the Padres need that? The fans needed that. The hanging breaking ball coming into the swing path, pull side. There's that crooked number. Padres putting up the quattro here in the first.
The 8th member of the Padres to bat in the inning is Trent Grisham, who will take the strike on the outside edge. Trent doesn't believe that was the case, but it was. 190, 4 homers, 12 runs batted in for Trent. 45th game of the year for the Padres center fielder. Foul back, and it's 0-2.
How about a little 2-out thunder and having Grisham trade places with Odor there? Why not? Add on.
First multi-run inning for the Padres since the 6th inning Wednesday against the Royals. They went 21 innings without a multi-run inning. And they got 4 of them here in the first. The next pitch will be the 40th of this first inning for Kluber. Fly ball right field. Over is Verdugo towards the line. Glasses on, makes the catch. It ends the inning, but the damage, it's been done. Rougned Odor with the bases loaded connects on a double. 3 runs come in on the double. Padres have a 4-0 lead after 1. Four to nothing. Padres have the lead, and Rougned Odor coming up big with a bases loaded double. Clears them, and the Padres have a 4-0 lead after 1 today. Jarren Duran about to face Michael Wacha, who's got a newfound lead, and he will get the strike over the outside edge.
Was there a collective sigh of relief after that double that
yes.
Odor hit, right?
I would say so throughout this entire ballpark.
Yeah.
Certainly the dugout.
Yes. Now the key is for Wacha to shut him down, thanks to that cool cat, Rougned Odor. I'm sure Bob Melvin
yes.
is very, very happy as well. It's okay, Bob. You can smile.
I don't think he's going to do that for a while.
No. But to add on, keep adding on.
It's going to take more than 4 runs to get a smile on Bob right now, I think.
Absolutely.
1-2 pitch. The other way, and diving to make the catch is Soto on the sinking liner. Wacha appreciates the effort from Soto.
This ball is slicing off the bat of Duran. And it looks like with that play there, Juan Soto, he's in his ordinary world out there in left, snagging it for the out.
There's Raimel Tapia now jumping back out of the way of ball 1. Tapia 246 to start the game with a home run, 7 runs batted in. And to start in left field. A wild swing and a miss, chasing the changeup. In the last 21 innings, Wacha has allowed just 6 hits. To left, and Soto not going to get to this one. It drops in for a base hit. A 1-out single as we check in with Bob Scanlon.
Guys, you just talked about how effective Michael Wacha has been, especially over the last few games. And one of the things that he's done well all season long is retire batters once he gets 2 strikes on them. He shuts them down 78% of the time. When he gets 2 strikes on a batter, they're going to be out. And his on-base percentage is low. The opposing batting average only 141. That's the best in Major League Baseball. And what he's done really well, guys, especially these last 4 games, is he's elevated his fastball up and used the changeup. In fact, he's used that changeup as well as anybody in all of Major League Baseball to get that final out. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. He has been really good in a Padres uniform. And has got a 4-0 lead with which to work today.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
There's Kike Hernandez for the first time today, the former Dodger. We'll take a pitch up and away, and the count evens at 1-1.
Well, with the off-speed stuff of Wacha, he will induce a ground ball out in front of that changeup. Heads up left side. Kim Bogarts to turn 2.
One and 2 as he chases the changeup. With 3 homers, 16 runs batted in so far this year, and getting the bulk of the reps at shortstop. Of course, in the absence this year of Xander Bogaerts. He's there for 10 seasons at short. There's a grounder left side. Bogaerts to second for 1, on to first for 2, double play. Nicely done to wrap up the top of the second. Kike Hernandez, the shortstop of the Red Sox, grounds to the former Red Sox shortstop who turns the DP. And Brent Rooker, one of those surprises, 11 home runs for the Oakland A's. Yandy Diaz, OPS over 1,000 with his 11 home runs. How about the resurgence of Sonny Gray, 4-0, 1.64 ERA, and Yadier Cano has blasted onto the scene. Just finally gave up his first earned run of the year yesterday.
That's incredible. And no walks? Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
No walks? That's
really good.
Yeah.
Orioles are enjoying his work. And Brett Sullivan, only member of the Padres not to bat in the first inning as they sent 8 to the plate. Scored 4 runs. And the amazing thing about that first inning for the Padres, they scored the 4 runs on 1 hit. 3 walks, a hit batter mixed in by Kluber. Error.
Hey, good patience on the part of the Padre hitters in that first inning, drawing those walks.
Because of his error, all 4 runs are unearned. See, I disagree with that rule.
Really?
It's a kind of a pet peeve of mine that a pitcher who commits an error, all of a sudden all the runs are unearned. I feel like if the pitcher committed that error, those are your runs. Yeah. If anybody else did it, I get it. But, you did it.
Right, but he did.
It's on you.
Right.
Yeah, Mr. Pitcher. Yeah, that's why you're fighting it.
No, I'm not fighting it. I'm thinking.
Pitcher. Think about it.
I mean,
the pitcher
would
made
rather
the
make the play and get out of the inning. He doesn't want to try to make the error and then give up the runs.
But the facts are the facts. He made the error.
Yeah, he did. He did. I'm not disputing that.
It was E1.
Yeah,
is what they announced.
I got it marked down.
Yeah. So he should be charged with all of the runs. Just my opinion. No one cares what I think. 3-2 is lined to left center. That's in for a base hit. Duran's over to play it and guns it back in. Sullivan's thinking 2, and he'll get 2. Looked like it was going to be really close, but the throw ended up a little bit to the shortstop side. And Sullivan's got a double to begin the second inning.
Look at how aggressive he is out of the box. This pitch is away. He takes it that way, shortens up on the backside, and, he could smell it. You can see the center fielder right there, Duran, moving, so why not try to take it?
Ground ball left side, cut off by Devers. His throw in time. No advance for Sullivan as Tatis is retired on 1 pitch. So 1 out. Sullivan at second and brings up Jay Cronenworth. He reached on that error committed by Corey Kluber in the first inning and would come around to score the second Padres run as part of that 4-run first. Strike one, right at the knees. All the Padres hits last night and today are extra base hits.
That's a change of pace.
Yes. Hitting hits with people in scoring position is a change of pace. Good development. One hop. No, he catches it on the fly and turns it into two. I thought it was going to be a one hopper, but it wasn't. And it turns out to be a double play that ends things here in the second. We played two. Padres have a 4-0 lead. Top of the third. Petco Park is the place to be. Check it out. See the full lineup of upcoming shows in Gallagher Square at Petco Park, including Slightly Stupid and Sublime with Rome, Darius Rucker, and more at Padres.com/concerts. Great place to see a concert.
Outstanding.
You and I have seen many.
Garth Brooks, Elton John.
Yes.
I saw Paul McCartney here back in the day as well. That was a dandy.
And Manuel Valdez to lead it off here in the third inning for the Red Sox. As Walker back out there for his third inning of work. His next pitch will be the 30th of his outing. And fairly economical in this game. Going back to 1921, this is the first time the Red Sox have started 8 lefties in the lineup. So, did you get that? 1921 was the last time they did it. Yeah.
The Red Sox?
Yes.
Wow.
Span of 16,017 games in between deciding to send 8 lefties up there like Alex Cora is doing today. Wonder if he knows that. I bet he doesn't. I wonder if he even cares.
Yeah, Joe Bush, Sam Dodge, Kurt Fullerton, said Sam Jones, Ben Carr.
You got the
Elmer Myers, Herb Pennock, Alan Russell. What a team.
2-2 is popped up, sending Bogarts to shallow left to make the catch for out number 1. Time to take a look at the San Diego County Chevrolet stat. When Michael Wacha is pitching well, he wins. 1.80 in wins, 6.98 in losses. Opponent only hitting at 140 in his wins, and the whip well under 1. The strikeouts per 9, over 9. 4 wins this season. That leads the Padres staff.
I think when Michael Wacha gets the feel for his pitches early, you know that he's going to have a good outing. For instance, like today, Kansas City was perfect. Right out of the chute, he was hitting the spots, good change-ups, spinning the breaking ball, the curveball.
Fly ball center field has Grisham back a few steps for out number 2. So 2 down, and Alex Verdugo making his way plateward. Second time through this Red Sox order for Wacha. We're talking about Wacha with the Red Sox last year. He was 11-2 with a 3.32 ERA and made 23 starts for Boston. Logged 127 in the third innings and ended up with 104 Ks. Opponents hit at .233 against Wacha a year ago. Of course, the bulk of his major league career spent in St. Louis. Broke into the big leagues in 2013. Was on the Cardinals team that the Red Sox beat to win the World Series in his rookie year. That was also Xander Bogaerts' rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
And a foul over by the Red Sox side of things. They're housed on the third base side at Petco Park.
Another positive for Wacha early on. First pitch strikes. 8 out of 10 first pitch strikes for the right-hander. Okay, there's your waste pitch. I want to say waste pitch. It had a purpose, but like Bob Scanlon was talking about earlier, you get 2 strikes. You know, you have him try to fish for one. Let's see if we can put him away right here. Weak grounder, strikeout. Easy fly ball. Ooh. Just missed. How do you not swing at that as a hitter as well? That's with 2 strikes.
Swings at the 2-2 and drives it towards deep right center field. Tatis going back. Sunglasses on. Makes the catch in the dirt of the track. Done with 2.5 from San Diego. 4-0 Padres. Red Sox, as we venture into the bottom of the 3rd inning, Xander Bogaerts going to lead it off. Well, he was a member of the Red Sox for 10 seasons from 2013 through 2022, broke in at 20 years of age, and here's his numbers. One of the best shortstops ever in Red Sox history. 1st in hits, 2nd in extra base hits, 3rd in home runs, 4th in average, 4th in RBIs.
Solid. That's all I got to say about that. You know what you're going to get year in, year out. Premier position.
Broke in at 20, now 30 years of age, and his first year here in a Padres uniform. Looking for his first hit of this series. He did get on base, though, in the 1st and came around to score. He walked. A very long first for Kluber, who 39 pitches in the 1st, only 10 in the 2nd. Bogaerts down the left field line, and it is headed towards the seats and foul. One-two pitch from Corey Kluber. Fouled off to the right and out of play. That was the fastball. I'm not seeing a lot of it.
Yeah, only 88 on the velocity.
Fouls it off to the right this time, and the battle continues. Bogaerts, Soto, Carpenter anticipated here in the 3rd, and Bogaerts fouling it off over by the Red Sox side of things, 3rd base way. Low for ball 2. Bogaerts has reached base safely in 41 of the last 45 games and grounds this one to deep 3rd. Devers from foul ground will get him. Wow. One of his best friends in baseball, Xander Bogaerts' best friends, Rafael Devers, just robbed him of a base hit. Wow. That was quite the play by Devers.
Taking away extra bases. Yeah, you might be friends, but when it comes to a competition, you want to get your guy wants to get you, and Devers utilizes the 2-hopper. 1, 2, and a nice pick by Houses over there. Tristan Casas. It's a nice pick.
Juan Soto gets his 2nd look at Corey Kluber. Hopped out to shortstop in the 1st inning. Ball 2, 2-1. Kluber coming in with a record of 2-5 individually. 6.41 ERA, 9th start for the Red Sox. Strike 2, went to a cutter that time. Only 2 miles an hour difference from the 4-seam fastball and the cutter.
He's only thrown 2 4-seam fastballs. All of the other pitches has movement on it, right? The cutter. Short break, sinker, short break. Only 2 4-seamers. So that tells you a lot of the story of Corey Kluber. Trying to hit his spots, keep him off balance.
Line to center field and a ringing single for Juan Soto.
That was a cut fastball. Out of the hand, yeah, a little spinner there, but just stays kind of straight. And using the center of the diamond, Mark Sweeney talks about it all the time when guys are struggling. Think the big part of the field, left center field, right center field. Hey, up the middle, you bet.
That's going to do it for Kluber. The 1-out single by Soto is the end of his day. Alex Cora out there to make the pitching change. We'll step aside with the Padres on top of the Red Sox 4-0.
Four 4-0 Padres, bottom of the third pitching change. Hey, on this Military Sunday, we can give a shout out to somebody very, very important to the military. We'd like to acknowledge the retirement of a highly decorated Navy captain, Walt Sarge Slaughter, who served for 34 years, including as commanding officer of the USS Abraham Lincoln. Also like to acknowledge his wife, Andrea, and all the military spouses who have made it all possible. Thank you to Walt, Andrea, and all those who serve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome.
1 out, 1 on. Richard Blyer takes over. Red Sox second pitcher, first out of the pen after Kluber is chased after 2 1/3. A drive to right field, back, and that ball is gone. Matt Carpenter, it's a 2-run home run, and the Padres take a 6-0 lead.
First pitch, hacking, Matt Carpenter. We talked about it in our game open, the solo home runs. Oh, what was that we just saw, Donnie? 2-run shot.
Now Kim will foul it off to the right out of play. One of those 2 runs charged to Kluber, who is touched for 5.
All right, lefty on lefty and middle in. And Carpenter does a good job of getting those hands in. It's got that good sound to it.
Kimmel grounded to third, and Devers on the run. And in time for out number 2. We'll bring up Odor.
They call him Carp.
Odor doubled to clear the bases. He came up with the bases loaded. He cleaned them all up. This one is lined down the right field line, foul. He had 3 RBIs coming into this game, and 3 scored on his double in the first. Fly ball left field. Tapia going back onto the track to make the catch to retire the side, but the damage has been done again. Matt Carpenter connects on a 2-run home run. His 4th home run in a Padres uniform has put San Diego on top 6-0. 6-0. The Padres on top of the Red Sox. They got 4 in the first, 2 in the third, and we're headed to the 4th inning on a beautiful afternoon in San Diego. Michael Wacha back on the mound, and he'll deal with strike 1. Masataka Yoshida walked in the first inning, the only walk allowed by Wacha so far through first 3 innings. Pops it up foul off to the left out of play. Wacha jumping ahead 0-2. 12 straight scoreless for Wacha. And the bullpen's been really good lately, too. 27 1/3 straight scoreless. That's the frustrating part. I mean, they have kept the Padres in a lot of these games. They just have not been able to come up with any offense or timely hitting with runners in scoring position. Reaching out, kind of serving it to left center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. A leadoff single for Yoshida.
Well, let's go back to the first inning when Tristan Casas came up to the plate. Runner on first. There's the curveball. He landed it for strike one. The changeup up and away. Uno dos, fastball, adios. Look at all those three different spots. Three different pitches. Good command to get the left-handed hitting Red Sox. Really good sequence from Walker.
He's 0 for 7 in this series now. And the starts at first base. Six runs today for the Padres equals their total in the last 3 games combined. Swing and a miss for Casas. And it's 0-2. Have to chase the changeup. A lot of frustration being taken out today, I think.
Yeah.
Timeout taken by Casas. His right. Once. Good size lead for Yoshida at first base. Casas a strikeout victim in the first, only strikeout recorded today by Walker. There's a ground ball right side. Odor can't get it. Up to second goes Yoshida. Well placed, not hit all that hard, just out of the reach of Odor. And Casas has his first hit of the series.
Little dribbler to the right side, perfectly placed. Out of the reach of Cronenworth. Odor gives it a shot. Station to station for the Sox.
So Walker got ahead there 0-2 but couldn't put him away. Ends up with a base hit. 2 on, nobody out, and here is Rafael Devers. Never want anybody on base when Devers comes to bat.
He has covered the plate very well in this series. We talked about his home runs off the bat of Devers. Got to be careful here.
In there for the strike, grabs the inside corner. Devers wanted that one back. Time for the Kia player profile. Ranks this year for Rafael Devers. Tied for first in extra base hits with 25. Second with RBIs 44. As he takes his timeout. Home runs 13. That's good for a tie of second. Slugging percentage 7th at .545 for the Red Sox third baseman.
You think he likes the ball up and in?
He does.
That was a cutter up and in, and he took a huge hack at that one. We know that he does not get cheated.
Look at the umpire. Did the ricochet. Got Sullivan first, then getting the umpire, Mark Wegner, as the plate today. Another umpire, second base, Stu Sherwater, just over to talk to Walker, giving them some extra time, I believe.
Yeah, it's only the right thing to do, right, Donnie?
Professional courtesy.
Yeah. Show a little love. Love is the answer.
2 on, nobody out, as Devers waits on a 1-2 pitch. Devers has gone 0 for 7 since his second home run on Friday night. He had 2 home runs, a solo shot and a 3-run home run. The second one, the 3-run home run to straightaway center field into the shrubbery and back by the batter's eye. It was a blast. 2-2 down to first base. Cronenworth's going to second for 1. Bogart's back to first for 2. Double play. Walker covered. So 3-6-1 on the DP.
How about Jake Cronenworth down at first base? The pick, the turn, great throw to second. And Waka, as soon as that ball was there, ooh, don't get stepped on. He does not get stepped on. Here's a good angle right here. Fire a strike. Waka's doing his job. Nice.
2 down. Yoshida at third base, and here is Duran. Lined out to left field, and a great diving catch by Soto. Second time through here for Michael Waka today. Fly ball right field. Tatis Jr. back and under to make the catch that ends the inning. 6-0 San Diego. Lots of action going on there in that field.
Oh, watch out, huh? A line drive. Everybody's playing in.
Like that bat. I would like to have used that bat. Trent Grisham to lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Fly to right in the first, 0 for 1. Facing Richard Blyer, who threw 5 pitches in relief, coming in the 3rd. And the first pitch he threw one out of the yard. Matt Carpenter took him deep to add on to the Friars' lead on top 6-0. Ground ball right side has Valdez. Throwing out Grisham for the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bring up Brett Sullivan. Sullivan with a double in the second inning. It's a fly ball to right field. Over is Verdugo to make the catch for the second out. 4 in a row now retired by Blyer. 2 down in the 4th. It is time now for our Air National Guard play sets from yesterday.
Fernando Tatis in right field. Boy, I tell you what, the athleticism took over a little bit because he immediately went stage left, realized that ball was hit a little harder. He leaps, times it perfectly into that big outfielder's glove to snag it for the out. Yes, he's got the speed to cover the gaps, and once in a while misread a ball to make that adjustment. I think, Donnie, he's getting better and better with each game out there in right.
We have a pitching change. Blyer is leaving. We'll step aside. Padres have a 6-0 lead. Sports presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By your San Diego County Toyota dealers, we make it easy. And by Circa Resort and Casino. It's been a good day for the Padres. They enjoy a 6-0 lead. We're in the midst of the bottom of the 4th inning with 2 outs. And Nick Pivetta, who's just moved from the rotation to the pen, makes an appearance here in the 4th inning with his team trailing 6-0.
Yeah, he had started 8 games this season for the Sox. Last time out, though, kind of got knocked around. 4 runs over 5 1/3. 6 hits, 4 walks, so a little wildness as well.
Fernando hits one down the right field line. Verdugo on the run will make the running catch. He runs into foul ground to make that catch. It's 6-0 San Diego. Red Sox, as we move to the 5th inning, it's time now for stats with Lowe's. Michael Waka, the last 3 starts, and that includes his work today. 17 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 5 walks, and 16 strikeouts. Really impressive. And today, the out distribution, 7 flyouts, 2 ground balls into double plays, equaling 4 outs, and 1 strikeout. Not been a big strikeout day for Waka, hasn't needed to be. He's got 4 shutout innings so far. Raimel Tapia to lead it off for Boston in the 5th inning.
His strikeouts are sexy, right?
Sure.
But avoid the barrel. That's fine. If you throw 2 or 3 pitches in that bat, get a guy to ground out or a weak fly ball, he'll take that. Take you deeper into the game, possibly.
Tapia almost swung at that pitch. It was in the dirt. We first saw Tapia in a Colorado Rockies uniform, broke into the big leagues in 2016, and spent 6 seasons with the Rocks. Toronto last year, and now Boston for his first season. This is game number 30 in a Red Sox uniform for Tapia. Last year got into 128 games for the Jays. Got one of the 3 hits put together against Walker and make it a 4th hit for the Red Sox. That's a single into center, and he's 2 for 2.
There's the changeup. Stays on it. One-handed. Little lob wedge to center field. Hit them where they ain't.
So Tapia is at first, and it brings up Kike Hernandez. Hernandez hit into his 7th double play of the season, his last at bat. It's the 7th most in Major League Baseball, and it was a 6.43 DP at the time in the 2nd, and he's coming up here with Tapia at first, nobody out. As Walker will try to get him to roll into another one. Now 60 pitches thrown by Walker. Kike Hernandez, who plays the infield and the outfield, and did so quite well for the LA Dodgers before going to Boston. Swing and a miss, and it evens up at 2-2. He chases a changeup.
He was frustrated after that pitch. This looked like it might have been a hanger. Drifting inside, leaking inside and up.
Lead at first for Tapia. A 2-2 pitch coming to Hernandez. And a swing and a miss. Walker gets his 2nd K of the day. 1 down.
Well, what do you know? It's the changeup again. And this one, he makes an adjustment, and it's down. Well, even though that ball's right down the middle, the movement, the separation is the big key for the swing and miss.
So 1 out, 1 on, and that brings up Emmanuel Valdez. Jumps back out of the way of a pitch ending up inside. Walker's not been behind a lot, but he is behind, or actually not now, 1-1 with that changeup. 66 pitches deep. He's the right-hander. Good size lead at first for Tapia. And that'll miss.
Well, the changeup once again has been the pitch du jour for Walker. He's thrown 23 of them, coming in 2nd place. 4-seamer. But he's thrown all 4 of his pitches this afternoon. Nice.
Evens up at 2-2. Better change up that time. And timeout taken here by Valdez. Fly ball center field. Grisham's got a beat on it as he comes in and makes the catch, Bill to the cap high for out number 2. Cheer on the Padres in a newly renovated suite or all-inclusive hospitality space at Petco Park. Enjoy a premium experience with friends and see some exciting matchups, including the Cubs, Angels, and Mets. Learn more at Padres.com/groups. 2 down in the 5th. Leadoff single by Tapia, still at first base with 2 outs in the inning. And here is Reese McGuire. It's a little number out in front of the plate. Out is Sullivan, and reaching at first will be McGuire. So it'll be a base hit for McGuire. And it didn't go very far at all. Had lots of spin on it, though.
Yeah, the swinging bunt. Oh, when you've got movement on the cutter or the changeup, whatever pitch it might be, you top it, and right here, cannot come up with the handle. Cannot find it.
Talking about Walker being ahead most of the day. 13 of 18 first pitch strikes for him. As they will meet at the mound. No coach yet. 2 on, 2 down, and McGuire, the number 9 hitter, reaching on that little infield hit. And the order flips over with Alex Verdugo coming up next.
Always an issue, that first pitch put in play. 417 average for Verdugo. 5 for 12 in that category. And chances are Waka is going to spin something up there, or a changeup or something, I would guess. Not going to see a fastball. The curveball looked good. Like the dot lit up.
To right, and right at Tatis for out number 3. Red Sox strand a pair. We're halfway through. 6-0 Padres. Six to nothing. Padres on top of the Red Sox. Padres baseball is here. Join us at Petco Park in 2023 for some exciting matchups, giveaways, promotions, and so much more. Visit Padres.com/tickets or scan the QR code now to secure your Padres tickets. We've sat out there on those seats before.
Oh, yeah. I love those Adirondack chairs. Awesome.
Jay Cronenworth to lead it off. We've done a couple games from out there. That's a good vantage point.
You were moving Travis Jankowski and Manuel Margot, I think.
That's right. Much to the chagrin of Andy Green at the time, who wanted them lined up the way he wanted, being the manager and all.
What does Andy Green know? Move over.
Don't listen to Andy. Cronenworth getting his 3rd plate appearance of this game. Reached on an error in the first, then lined into a double play in the second. So 0 for 2 so far today. Pivetta back out there, and this with that cutter to even the count at 2-2.
Yeah, Jake's been getting a heavy dose of stuff inside as well. There's the cutter from Pivetta, as Donnie just mentioned. Then maybe soft stuff away, but a lot of pitches up and in to Jake recently.
Line to left, and that is going to be a fair ball. Or is it? No, hands are up. Foul. Very close. Malachi Moore, third base umpire, said a foul ball. Jake kind of looking into the dugout. So this one landed. Oh, no question, foul. Christensen talking to Bob Melvin as Cronenworth climbs back in the box here with the count of 2-2. Cronenworth, Bogarts, and Soto 2, 3, and 4 for the Padres here in the 5th. Saw Andy Green while I was away on Tuesday night. the Cubs and Astros.
Oh, yeah?
And Andy, of course, the bench coach for David Ross, said to say hello.
Thank you. How's number 14 doing?
He's doing very well.
He's a good egg.
Way off pitch. On the ground to short. To the backhand goes Hernandez. His throw is in time. And Cronenworth retired for the first out here at the bottom of the fifth. Now bring up Xander Bogaerts. Xander reached in the first on a walk and came around to score the third Padres run. And then he grounded out to his friend Rafael Devers at third base. Made a great play from foul ground in the third inning. Strike call, 2-1. Corey Kluber started this game for Boston, 2 1/3, 3 hits, 5 runs, but only one of the 5 was earned. Walked 3, struck out 1. Chased again. He came in at 2 and 5 individually. Fastball that time from Pivetta.
A little giddy up right there at 95 from Pivetta. After seeing that cutter, you know, as a pitch that doesn't have quite the velocity as the four-seamer.
Grounds it to third, but foul. Devers was ready again to come up with a great throw.
Yep.
Stream Padres baseball on the Bally Sports app, presented by T-Mobile. Two fouled off to the right, out of play. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 3. The curveball just frozen for strikeout for Pivetta. Out number 2 of the 5th. Well, we got some great coverage coming up. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
This ball slicing towards the line. Soto reads it, comes in at the last second, extends, takes away extra bases. That is tremendous coverage.
2 outs in the 5th. And here is Juan Soto. Soto at the plate has popped out to short and singled to center field. He would come around to score in the 3rd inning on the 2-run home run by Matt Carpenter on the first pitch that Richard Blyer threw. Fouled off to our left.
Are we ever going to get one up here?
No, I don't think so.
Ever since you've been here, I don't think we've had one.
I haven't had any.
Not on our side, at least.
No.
I know there's been one close.
A few into the press box.
Yeah.
A little further down to our right.
Well, it's got to be a left-handed hitter because up and away. We're in direct line. Just offset from the right-handed batter's box, so that would be the perfect scenario.
Ground ball softly hit out to Valdez. And gets thrown away. So Soto is headed to second base.
You see Valdez slip on that? His back foot gave out when he threw that ball, therefore messing up the release point to first base. And he's kind of grabbing his back right leg. His back foot. Watch his back foot on this replay. Watch his back foot. He fields it right there. Slips. Throws off balance. And now he's getting attended to.
He had more time, I think, to kind of set himself rather than throwing off balance like he did. He has been grabbing at the back of that leg and now trying to stretch it out.
Ooh. Oh, gluteus maximus. The tuchus.
An error mixed in there on the throw. 32nd error, tied for the most of the majors for the Red Sox. And looks like he's going to stay in the game. Brings up Matt Carpenter, and he's our top tier play presented by Arco.
First pitch, hack in, middle in. Throw the hands. Very pretty swing. Top tier play presented by Arco.
So that is a two-base error. And is charged to Valdez on the throw. And here is Matt Carpenter with 2 down. And he was way off second base, was Soto. But nobody was close to him. So McGuire popped up like he was going to fire to second base and get him. But neither Hernandez at short nor Valdez at second or anywhere near second base. So Juan can get that big lead. Carpenter will take the strike. Carpenter snapped a 4-for-34 skid with his first home run since April 23rd in his last AB. It was a 2-run shot for Matt Carpenter.
See, Soto's doing a good job. He's getting that big secondary lead, but then scampering back quickly. He can read at second base Valdez. He'll get help from third base coach Matt Williams on the shortstop, Kike Hernandez. He'll give him a heads up.
Bluffing again, coming up as if he was going to throw to second base. That time, Kike Hernandez was a little closer to second base. He could have thrown. But Soto also didn't have the lead that he had previously. Full count to Matt Carpenter with 2 down here in the 5th. And check swing grounder back to Pivetta, who fields, he'll run a bit and tosses underhanded to end the inning. We're through 5, 6-0 San Diego. Yeah, welcome to our house.
Yeah, what's our platform, Johnny?
I was just going to ask you the same thing. I don't know anything about your thoughts. If we're going to run together in 2024, I'd like to know more about what you think.
I think it's plain and simple.
I know what you think about baseball.
Peace and love. That's
okay.
the platform.
Well, I can run on that.
Peace and love
sure.
to all.
All over it. Let's do it.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Right?
That's right. I'm with you. Let's do it.
We are going to D.C. after this.
That's right. We can start the campaign right there. It's a good place to start as any, right? We got tomorrow off. I got nothing going.
Go down to the Potomac.
We got nothing to do. Right?
Get our bullhorns out.
One for Don and mine. One for Don and mine. Peace and love.
They're going to be like, who? Who and who? 2-1 pitches fouled away. As Yoshida leads it off for the Red Sox here in inning number 6.
Well, I'll tell you what, number 52, Michael Wacha has been a pleasure to watch. And we talked about it earlier, the last 2 starts prior to this one, plus this start. Doing a really good job throwing zeros up there, scattering 5 hits. He's got it working. We should make little pamphlets and just start handing them out when we go there.
Again, we're off tomorrow. We have plenty of time. Yoshida, Casas, and Devers expected here in the inning. And a swing and a miss. There is strikeout number 3 from Michael Wacha.
Mixing in the two-seamer. The sinker playing well for Michael Wacha. You know, we always talk about the change-up. How about the two-seamer up? With some nice run to it as well. Throw it like you mean it.
One out in the 6th inning. Tristan Casas, his 3rd plate appearance, a strikeout victim in the 1st, went swinging. He singled to right in the 4th, so 1 for 2. This is his first hit of the series when he reached in the 4th inning. On the ground to first base, the high hop to Cronenworth, who takes it to the bag for out number 2. So a strikeout and a ground out, easy enough. 2 away in the 6th inning, and that'll bring up Rafael Devers. Devers has fly to right and bounced into a 3-6-1 double play. The Padres defensively have been able to turn 2 double plays here today. And that has helped out Michael Wacha's cause, working 5 2/3 so far. And his next pitch will be his 84th of his outing. They have not been able to square up. Wacha has given up a total of 5 hits to the Red Sox. All singles, and they've averaged 72.6 off the bat.
Wow.
Exit velocity.
Yeah, that's missing the barrel, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So not a lot of, even when they made contact, not a lot of great contact.
Yeah. That's where the cutter comes into play. A little bit of movement that way. The two-seamer, a little down action, but upstairs it'll run a little bit. And of course the four-seamer kind of surprised him a little bit. A little late maybe, a little bit too quick. Therefore missing the barrel and getting some easy outs for Wacha.
I think you'd be very hittable. Everything that I've seen from you,
seen it right out of my hand.
Tutorials that you do for us, I see the ball really well.
Four-seamer.
I just wham, and it'll be just gone.
Yeah, but what if I go four-seamer right about here?
I would be in trouble. Would be hurt. But I think that I would see the ball come out of your hand very well.
Really?
I'd be very comfortable, AB.
Hammer. Whack.
And then I do the bat flip. And I'd stare at you all the way around the bases. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 3 gets Devers. 3rd time Wacha has had a 1-2-3 inning, and he strikes out one of the game's best hitters, Rafael Devers.
On Kim facing Chris Martin, he flies out to center field for the final out, but then afterwards there's a little altercation between the two of them. You see Chris Martin kind of staring out there. Ha-Seong Kim thought that Chris Martin was staring him down, and there was some words exchanged. Obviously, it didn't erupt into any kind of a fist fight or anything, but afterwards talked to several different sources about what that was all about, and there seemed to have been a perception by Chris Martin that Ha-Seong Kim was trying to play some games with him in terms of how he was setting up in the batter's box. Guys, we know that Major League Baseball changed the rules lately or made an altercation, and here you see it again. There's going to be a little bit of an exchange right here. Ha-Seong Kim thinking that Chris Martin's staring him down just a little bit too much. Ha-Seong, hey, you got something to say to me? But the perception was by the Boston Red Sox is that Ha-Seong Kim was not getting in the box, and there have been some games played by batters over the course of the season with the clock, right? They get in, they put 1 foot in the batter's box, they stare out at the pitcher. The pitcher thinks that the hitter is set up, and then the umpire has to tell him, no, you can't quick pitch. It's messing with the timing of the pitchers. Major League Baseball has told the umpires, look, hitters, you can't do anymore. The pitcher and to think that you're getting set up. Why are the Red Sox so sensitive about it? Well, Wilson Contreras last series against Kenley Jansen did that several times, Jansen acknowledged that it upset his timing. He allowed 3 runs in that game, so Chris Martin may be feeling like Ha-Seong Kim trying to do the same thing. Ha-Seong Kim saying, nope, that's just the way I set up. Anyway, guys, we'll see if he gets some revenge right here, and what do you know? Base hit. Don Mudd, back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. Takes a wide turn at first and gets back to the bag. So leadoff single starts the bottom of the 6th inning for the Padres. First hit of the day for Kim. That brings up Rougned Odor, who came up with a bases clearing double in the first inning to drive in 3.
Boy, timing is everything. Padres on the verge. They're putting up a crooked number, and thanks to Odor, big time hit, big time situation to get everybody involved. The fans out of their seats.
That's here with the runner at first and nobody out. And a line drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Kim headed for third and beyond. He's going to try and score. He will score. Diving head first with the 7th Padres run. Odor has driven in another.
Have a day in the big leagues. Rougned Odor. Cutter away. What does he do? Rather than try to pull it, just spanks it that way. Adding on. That's beautiful. Kim gets the green light. Slides because he just wants to get dirty. Do a little dance.
And Trent Grisham batting out of the 8th spot, 0 for 2 today. He's flying to right and grounded down to second base. Rougned Odor, 2 hits, 4 runs batted in. Big day for Odor, big day for Matt Carpenter. So you got Odor driving in 4 runs, Carpenter driving in 3. Combining for the 7 the Padres have as Grisham fouls it off to the left out of play. Kluber started, went 2 1/3, gives up 5 runs, 1 earned. And then Blyer came in. Out an inherited runner to score, was charged with 1 run of his own in an inning and a third. And now it's been Nick Pivetta ever since. And he's just been touched for his first run of his outing. A former starter now working out of the pen for Boston. To left, and Tapia moves over to make the catch. Tagging up and then bluffing was Odor. He doesn't go anywhere but draws the throw. And there's 1 away. Now a quick word from Saquon Casino.
Saquon, make it your place to just chill. I made it mine. Make it yours.
So 1 out, Odor at second base, and that brings up Brett Sullivan. And we have a great statistician this year in Mitch Smith, who is doing a terrific job and coming up with some really good numbers.
Mitchley's the best.
Making me sound smart on occasion. And he just came up with some numbers. I was talking about how hittable you appear to be. And he just passed me some numbers. So the opposition hit 277 against you when you were a pitcher. That's basically 300 against you in the majors. But surprisingly, you only allowed 72 home runs.
How many innings?
638 career innings. That's a lot of long balls.
Good.
That's a lot of backing up.
You know what? Now I know why that every time I was coming into pitch, there was a fight at the bat rack.
Wow, I gotta face this
guys
guy.
are just going just to get to let me hit.
277. I mean, that's practically 300.
Let me see that.
I mean, that's. I mean, I don't know why they just don't round up. This is a foul off to the left. 72 home runs.
Wow,
that's a lot of home runs. Bam!
Thanks,
Bam!
Mitch. Thanks, Mitch.
Bam! I mean, like
laser show.
Wow. 0-2 pitch coming up here to Brett Sullivan.
You know, I just got over that, too. After thinking about my lousy career.
Years of therapy.
Thanks for bringing that up.
That is strike 3. Second strikeout for Pavetta since coming in. You know, Mitch has come up with a lot of great numbers, but that by far is my favorite statistic that he has shared with me to this point. Tatis getting his 4th plate appearance, so for 2 with a walk, you scored a run.
Good hack. He wants that one back.
Joely Rodriguez up in the pen. The 2 pitch coming up here to Tatis with Odor at second, 2 down, a run in. Look out. Wow.
How about Nano doing the limbo right here? Yeah. I mean, you talk about the Matrix.
How does he keep his balance like that?
Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
It's very flexible. One-two pitch coming up. Reaches and strikes out. Lunging after that. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pavetta. A run for the Padres. And then Tuesday start a 3-game series against the Washington Nationals. Yu Darvish, 2-3 with a 3.56 ERA, will get the nod in Game 1 against old friend and former first-round draft choice of the Padres, Mackenzie Gore, who's 3-3 with a 3.69 earned run average this season. We'll get you started at 3:30 p.m. with Padres Live, the pregame show. And here's a look at this lengthy road trip coming up. It is 3 with the Nationals. It is 3 with the Yankees. An off day in Miami, and then 3 with the Marlins before returning home to Petco Park to take on the Chicago Cubs. So a 3-city tour that will begin in the nation's capital on Tuesday.
Love the calendar. You got to know where your hometown 9 are going to be, and we just saw it right there.
Tom Cosgrove into the game here for the Padres. After Walker goes the first 6 innings and pitches great again today. 6 shutout innings, I might add.
Outstanding. Fun to watch again, and it's nice. A little support also from the offense. Game 1 of this series, Cosgrove was in there. Pitched a couple innings, gave him a couple hits.
John Duran leading it off here in the inning, and he will strike out. First batter Cosgrove faces K's.
Little spinner right there. Wow. Out of the hand. Looks like it's going to go right to that hip and then ends up on the outside part of the plate for the swing and miss.
1 down in the 7th inning for Raimel Tapia. He had success against Walker today. Really, the only member of the Red Sox put together 2 hits today, and a single to left in the 2nd, single to center in the 5th. So Walker leaves with his 3rd longest scoreless streak in his. I'm going to start over. Okay.
Take 2.
All right,
and done in 3, 2, and 1.
Michael Walker leaves with his 3rd longest scoreless streak in his career intact.
Nice.
15 innings pitched without giving up a run. And of course, that dates back to the start against Kansas City, the no-hit bid. Much better the 2nd time I did that.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, and Tapia badly fooled on that slider. 2 down in the 7th.
Well, this slider of Cosgrove's is really nasty because out of the hand, it looks like it's going to catch the plate, but look at the movement there. Sidearm, spin it, way out of the strike zone.
2 outs here in the 7th inning for Kike Hernandez. Fly ball headed to center field where Trent Grisham is waiting. And he'll make the catch that puts an end to the 7th inning. It is a 7-pitch inning for Tom Cosgrove out of the pen. And with the Padres on top 7-0 in this game, we'll keep it right here at Petco Park for the singing of God Bless America.
Fans, before we sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game here on Military Sunday, please welcome back retired Explosive Ordnance Disposal Technician Chief J.J. Gentry. Please sing along as he presents God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Chief J.J. Gentry.
Shine as they hit the red carpet for the Dinner on the Diamond event.
Last year, we raised over $500,000. We expect to raise significantly more than that this evening. All of that money is going to go directly into the San Diego community.
That's today on Padres POV, after Padres Live, the postgame show.
We look forward to that. Tony Gwynn Jr. today. We've been waiting for it all week, and it's going to happen as we play along here to the bottom of the 7th inning. Joely Rodriguez, the new pitcher for the Boston Red Sox.
31-year-old left-hander. Only 3-pitch mix. The sinker, the changeup, and the slider. Goes that sinker about 53% of the time. There it is there.
Softly grounded to second base. Valdez shuffles it underhanded. And Cronenworth is the first out here of the 7th.
Actually, that was a nice sweeping slider right there. Good breaking ball.
Looks like Reyes has actually taken over for Valdez at second base. So that injury that we saw must have crept up on him in between innings, and they have replaced Valdez with Reyes. So a new second baseman for Boston. One away, and Xander Bogaerts has walked, grounded out to third, and struck out looking. So Rodriguez takes over for Pivetta, who ends up going 2 1/3. 2 hits, a run, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 3. In the air down the right field line. That'll make it to the seats as Casas giving chase, but back into the crowd. So the Red Sox after the game are headed to Anaheim to begin a series. So that's an easy trip for them. They will bus to Anaheim, and then they're going to Phoenix as part of this West Coast swing. Take on the D-backs before they head back home to Boston. But now that they're here, everything's quick.
I was going to say, that's like an old school scheduling road trip, right?
Geographically works. Once you take that big trip and then you stay in a...
Because back in the day, the day, back in like the 80s,
Swing and a miss for Bogarts and for strikeout for Rodriguez.
As a Padre or whatever team you were on, you could mention, okay, we're on a 3-city trip. You can mention one of those cities, and you know exactly the 2 other cities you're going to go to.
It's very predictable geographically, and I think that pretty much changed with Interleague. When Interleague started, that changed the schedule, and then, of course, you played so many games within your division. Now you're back to playing everybody and fewer games in your division, which I really like, by the way.
I do, too.
It is a challenge to schedule those type trips geographically to make it work, but I know MLB does their best to try to do that. A lot more travel this year than we have had in years past, but I'm okay with it.
You and me both. I like to see everybody. Like going to Minnesota, right?
I'm looking forward to going to Yankee Stadium on this next trip. On Soto today, 1 for 3. A single to center, scored a run in the 3rd. Reached on a 2-base error last time up. And his first plate appearance, he popped out short. That is strike 3, and a nice inning for Joely Rodriguez. We go to the 8th, 7-0 San Diego.
7th home run. That'll add to that resume, Mike. And realizing that Corbin Carroll is one of those guys on the Diamondbacks that makes him very dangerous.
How about the Diamondbacks right now? 27-20, just a game and a half back of the Dodgers. We get it. It's early, but they're sure a thorn in everybody's side right now. Mark and I looking forward to seeing all of you for Padres Live, the post-game show today. It'll be brought to you by Toyota. We will see you all after the final outer, so we hope. Anyway, Don, Mud.
All right, thanks very much, Mike and Mark. It's been a good day for the Padres so far. Well pitched, lots of offense, all clicking, and they move on here to Nick Martinez.
Well, Nick Martinez has come out of the bullpen, high leverage situations. He's got the big lead, 7-0, an inning of work here for the day off tomorrow. Nick is having one heck of a season out of the bullpen. 14th game, he has started 4, 39 in the 3rd. Nice ERA, 2.75 and a whip, just a little bit over 1.
Pablo Reyes, who had taken over at second base, gets his first plate appearance and drives one to right, and Tatis reels it in. So he jumps on the first pitch he sees and flies out to Fernando for the first out of the 8th. Well, how about the bullpen? How good has this bullpen been?
Outstanding, really good, collectively. 27 2/3 innings pitched, no earned runs. That's not a typo. Only 4 walks, quality strikes, 25 swings and misses on the strikeouts. The last 8 games.
I didn't know if you saw the tab. It's the last 8 games.
Saving it for last.
One down in the 8th. Reese McGuire catching the day game after the night game. McGuire fly to center in the 3rd. Reached on an infield hit in the 5th inning. Didn't go all that far, about 8 feet in front of the plate, and he was able to reach. One of the 5 hits put together today, and all the hits off the starter, Michael Wacha, who had 6 shutout innings. 1 walk, 4 Ks today for Wacha. Lined into center field. And McGuire with his 2nd hit. A ringing single to center. And aboard with 1 out here in the 8th inning.
Got to be on your toes. Almost a glove save by Nick. Lucky suit. Wow. Oh, yeah, that'll get your attention.
McGuire at first with 1 out, and the top of the order, Alex Verdugo. The base hit breaks up a string of 8 in a row, retired by Padres pitching. And a strike. On that outside edge. Verdugo from the top spot in the Red Sox order, 0-for-3 today. And then fly to center twice and lining out to right field.
Walker known for the changeup, right? Then Cosgroves comes in. Now another righty with a really good changeup, Nick Martinez.
In the dirt, and it is 2-1. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without an express written consent of the San Diego Padres. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was like
felt good.
Yeah, he barreled that one up.
The 2-1 is fouled off to the right out of play. And it evens the count at 2-2. You don't want to get behind a Verdugo when he is ahead in the count. Hitting at .560. It's the second best in the majors. It's even here. 2-2. And he hits it sharply on the ground to second base. So Dorr will get it to second, and they get the lead runner. Rugna with quite the play, and may have hurt himself in the process. Threw a grounder to Bogaerts covering at second base.
Just getting that lead runner is key. To his left, wow. Nice pick over there by Xander as well.
Nick loves it.
Oh, yeah, really hard holding back the smiles.
So 2 down, Verdugo at first base, and here is Masataka Yoshida, who has been on twice today. A walk in the first, a single to center in the 4th inning, and then struck out swinging in the 6th inning. Popped up foul off to the left out of play.
Tighter pants on Nick, by the way. Like yoga pants.
In the air to left down the line. Soto on the run, won't get there, and it lands fair. So Juan surveys the situation, finds a runner at first and second, and flips it into third. Just a base hit for Yoshida, kind of fought that off.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I noticed on that play is Soto gave it a good run. Nick Martinez, he was racing over towards third base just in case. You've got Kim going out. You've got Bogaerts trying to do his thing.
Whole left side had kind of vacated.
There's Nick. He's like, hey, I'm at third in case he comes this way. Bogaerts then goes over to third, but Nick's got it covered.
Two on, 2 down. And Tristan Casas coming up here now for Boston. Casas today has struck out swinging, single to right, and grounded out to first base. Talk about all the winning the Dodgers have been doing, winning 13 games in the month of May coming into today's action, while the Padres have been losing 11 of their last 13 games. Well, the Padres today with a 7-0 advantage as they bat here, or will be batting, in the bottom of the 8th. And the Dodgers did lose today as they were beaten by the Cardinals in the finale of that series. So it's been a good day all the way around for Bob Melvin.
Yeah, and hopefully the start of things to come. As I mentioned earlier, it'd be nice if the Padres can rattle off, 15 out of 20, whatever the case may be, get on a nice little run. But you got to start with one game, right? Got to pump the brakes a little bit. Win that first one.
Doors had quite the game defensively and offensively, especially. Came up with a big hit in the first inning. Bases loaded with a double that cleared him. He's had a 4 RBI day.
Oh, everybody thought that was a strike except the home plate umpire, Mark Wegner.
And it really only matters what he thinks.
Yeah, I mean, it lights up. That's a strike. Nick was walking off.
It's Mark Wegner, the crew chief, as the plate today, calling the balls and strikes. Swing and a miss, and he gets his strikeout in the end anyway. It ends the top of the 8th. 7-0 San Diego. Bally Sports presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sequan Casino Resort. Watch the Padres all season long at Sequan Casino Resort with exclusive prizes, game tickets, and more. By UC San Diego Health, official health provider of the San Diego Padres. And by your San Diego County Chevy dealers. Well, on this Military Sunday in San Diego, it has been one-sided. The Padres have a 7-0 advantage as they come to bat here in the last half of the 8th inning. And a new pitcher in for the Red Sox. Checking in is Justin Garza.
Only 2 innings pitched for Garza. Cal State Fullerton Titan, 29-year-old right-hander. 4-pitch mix. Sinker, slider, changeup, cutter. Mid-90s on that sinker.
Carpenter, Kim, and Odor anticipated here in the inning. And Carpenter taking his timeout, I believe. He may have hurt himself in that swing, getting some extra time from the home plate umpire, Mark Wegner. Kind of flexing that hand, too. Not sure what he did. Inside out swing and it's fouled off to the left out of play. The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Petco Park. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Do it right now.
Yeah, sure. That's awesome.
0-2 pitch. And Carpenter dribbles one right in front of the plate. It's a fair ball, and McGuire fires it over his left shoulder and in time for out number 1 of the 8th. Ha-Sung Kim, 1-for-3. One part of the 1-for-3, a single to center, came around to score the 7th Padres run. They got 4 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the 6th. And 5 of the 7 runs charged to the starter, Corey Kluber, today. Only one of them earned, though. There was an error mixed in that first inning. In the air, down the right field line, and it is slicing foul. Ended up banging off that wall down the right field line in the corner by the 322 marker. Garza taking over for Joely Rodriguez, who looked really good in the 7th inning. Got a ground out and back-to-back strikeouts of Bogarts and Soto. Bullpen really all together has done a pretty good job today for the Red Sox after the big start for the Padres.
Yeah, everybody needed that today. Padres offense, crooked number of the first, all good up to this point.
Two pitch straightens him up and evens the count at 2-2. Now Red Sox pitchers have retired 7 in a row. One out here in the 8th. And a 2-2 to Kim. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Second strikeout today for Hassan. 2 down in the 8th. Brings up Rougned Odor, who's had a big day today for the first time in a Padres uniform. 2 extra base hits, including that double with the bases loaded that cleared him. And he'd come up in the 6th, another double, and that would drive in Kim all the way from first. And the Padres picked up their 7th run. So for Odor, 2 hits, 4 runs batted in for the Padres second baseman. And last inning, came up with a great defensive play at second base. So doing it both offensively and defensively today.
Still one more at bat right here. Hey, how about an extra base hit? Maybe even a homer. Cap off a good day in the big leagues.
Popped up left side. It's Devers, the third baseman, about equidistant between second and third, and the short lawn and left will make the catch. It ends the inning. We're going to the 9th, 7-0 Padres. Today by Michael Wacha, outstanding once again.
He most certainly was. So back-to-back starts, actually the last 4 starts very, very well. And then Rougned Odor got into the act in the first inning. 3-run double for Rougned. Padres got on the board. And then Matt Carpenter, he got one, sent it to the porch. Easing back in the rocking chair on a Sunday afternoon on that porch.
Well, Padres fans who scored a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box with that home run for Matt Carpenter today. Well, a non-safe situation. We got to get this guy some work. Josh Hader into the game now for the Friars.
Yeah, it's been a few days. He was back out there on the 16th against the Royals, an inning, a strikeout for Josh Hader. It was a non-safe situation. And the numbers are great. 19th game for the left-hander. Nice, quick inning of work right here. It would be really super for Josh Hader before the off day.
Juan Soto has come out of this game as Jose Azocar takes over in left. Rafael Devers to lead it off here in the 9th inning for Boston. Yeah, swing and a miss for strike one. Just challenged him there with that 96-mile-an-hour fastball by him. Devers 0 for 3 in this 3rd game of the series. First time that Devers has ever faced Josh Hader. And he's down 0-2.
Yeah, I would say advantage Hader, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Lefty. And being Josh Hader gives him an advantage on most. This one is fouled back.
Devers crushing righties and lefties alike. He's got pop. I mean, you can only watch so much video, right? But standing in there, you get it firsthand.
Last handful of years, you could make the argument that Josh Hader is the best reliever in the game.
Yeah.
0-2. A miss away. Devers is fly to right, grounded into a 3-6-1 DP. And last time up, struck out swinging. So Hader takes over for Nick Martinez, who worked the 8th, went an inning giving up 2 hits, no runs. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 1. So the bullpen to this point of the game, 2 innings, giving up 2 hits and no runs. As Walker worked the first 6, all shutout. Swing and a miss, and Devers down on strikes. He saw a lot of fastballs, but he drops the slider on him for strike 3.
That's the equalizer. Look at the movement on that. Off the plate, expanded the strike zone. And did you see Devers after that? Kind of like pointed to him like, okay, I see ya. That's a good pitch. Yep. Okay, you got me.
Okay, so we were talking about the lefty-lefty thing and how much that is an advantage for Hader. With that strikeout, lefties are now 0 for 13 against Hader this season. So nobody's gotten a hit from the left side against Josh Hader.
Wow.
Like 0.
Yeah.
Now 1 down in the 9th, and Jaron Duran, another left-handed hitter. Just off the outside edge at 98. Swing and a miss, and he elevated that fastball. Jumps ahead 1-2. 42,825 here today. 42,825. It is the 17th sellout of the season for the Padres. And the finale of this particular homestand. In the air, down the left field line, and headed into that large crowd. Went to the slider, 1-2, and it evens at 2-2. I don't know how Josh feels about this, but I know there are many closers who do not like working in non-safe situations and feels like it kind of messes them up from time to time, but he doesn't appear to have any issue with it.
Yeah, that's been an issue that, he talked to closers and everybody's taking it differently. But it's definitely subjective, but I would think that as a pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Duran. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now lefties are 0 for 14 against him, and 9 of them have struck out.
I was just about to say that when you go out there, every inning is a big inning, and that's the way Hader has taken this one with a 7-0 lead. Like it is a safe situation. There's the high heat.
Well, the Friar faithful will stand as one at Petco Park in San Diego with 2 outs in the 9th. There they are. All 42,825. It's a sea of San Diegans. He was backing out of the box, but that pitch counts. 2-0. Raimel Tapia, one of the few Red Sox hitters who had success against Walker today. 2 singles. Fouls it off to the left for strike 1. Two down in the 9th, and a count of 2-1 to Raimel Tapia. Ball 3. On deck is Kike Hernandez, but Hader would like to take care of business right here, right now with Raimel Tapia. He walks him with 2 outs, and Tapia will reach. A 2-out base on balls here in the 9th inning. And we will see Kike Hernandez. Hernandez has grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, struck out swinging, and flied out to center. Ball one, and a good block by Brett Sullivan. Okay, Hernandez, the only player on the Red Sox roster with a home run against Hader. He was 1 for 2 with a home run against Hader. And jumps back out of the way of that fastball up and in. They're falling behind 2-0.
I think in a game like this, Red Sox trailing 7-0, you take it as a hitter that you don't want to be that guy to make that last out. You battle, never give away at bats.
3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. Ball 4, and back-to-back walks allowed by Hader here with 2 down in the 9th inning. So 2 strikeouts followed by 2 walks. And that'll bring up Reyes for his second plate appearance. Reyes took over for Emmanuel Valdez. And his first plate appearance was in the 8th. He flied to right. And we got a violation. So a batter violation, and it's strike 1.
And now working downhill. Got to make an adjustment here.
So kind of strange for Hader. He has walked more than he has allowed hits. He has walked 9 and given up only 6 hits.
Yeah, so when he throws strikes, he's pretty successful with that strikeout as well. There you go. There's the adjustment.
Strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes to Reyes. The Friar faithful stand as 1. Two and 2. Ball 3, full count. The runners can get a start here with 2 down in the inning. Bob Refsnyder has come out on deck. He would pinch hit for McGuire. But Hader would like to take care of business right here, right now. 3-2 is fouled back to the screen. All of a sudden, you get all these pitches for Hader here in this situation where he's just trying to get a little work. And this next pitch will be the 29th of the inning. It's become a lot of work.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch from Hader. On the ground towards second base. Odor will go to first, and that's the ball game. Padres win. Now they're able to salvage a final game of the series, and they do it in shutout fashion today. A 7-0 victory for the San Diego Padres, and what a day for Rougned Odor, who comes up with 2 hits and 4 RBIs. Padres win at 7-0. It's time for Padres Live, the postgame show. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
We're going to hear from Michael Wacha coming up in a couple of moments. He was the one who got this party started. 6 scoreless innings from him. You'll hear from Bob Melvin as well. And we get you set for the road trip. 9 games away from Petco in 11 days.